For many years, Topstep has really dominated the futures prop firm space.
Topstep.
Back on Topstep.
But now, FundedNext, the same guys that are crushing it in the forex space, have just launched their futures prop firm. And it's looking like a serious contender. So no activation fees, no trailing drawdown headaches. They give you a payout in 24 hours, or they'll pay you an extra $1,000, and even a payout during the challenge phase. You gotta hear this. If you're new here, my name is Houman, and I went from working in the Silicon Valley to building a 7-figure e-commerce business to now becoming a full-time day trader. And this channel is all about documenting that journey and sharing everything that I learned along the way. So if that's something that you vibe with, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel and join me on this journey. All of these firms have a lot of similarities, and there's so many different firms that are in this space currently. So when I heard that FundedNext is coming out with their own prop firm in futures, I was like, oh, whatever. That's just another prop firm that is joined in the space. But when I looked at it more closely, I was seriously wowed. In this video, I want to give you my honest first impressions of the FundedNext futures, and that way you have an idea of what they're about and if it's something that you would want to check out. So the first thing that caught my eyes was really how modern and clean their website looks. And they got this cool animation going on the side. And when you go to the website, you right away see that they have one-time fee, up to $300,000 of trading accounts, 24-hour guarantee rewards, and they allow you to trade news. And a lot of this was just on the first page at the first glance. So I really love that about them, because some prop firms make it so complicated that you don't even know which challenge that you want to go to, because they have so many options and there's so much information scattered all over the website. So I really appreciated this clean interface that they have. So now that if you scroll down, you see their background. They have 95,000 plus funded accounts, 35,000 plus rewarded traders, and they really do have a good reputation in the forex space. And by many, they are viewed as up there with FTMO. So even though they are joining the future space now, they do have the background of being in the prop firm space. So they definitely come with a lot of experience for sure. And then now looking at the key highlights, no activation fee, which is really awesome. No time limits, so there is no monthly fee. As you guys know, for example, with Topstep or Apex, both companies that I really love, they both have monthly fees. So when you are doing the challenges, if it takes you 2 months, 3 months, you do pay a monthly fee for that. But in this case, you have no time limit. So once you pay that fee, you could take as much time as you want, and you just pay that one-time fee. And on top of that, there is no activation fee either. So it's really cool to just have that one fee that you pay for it. The rewards in 5 days. Once you're eligible, traders can get rewards in as low as 5 days, which is kind of normal, nothing crazy there. There is news trading. I personally don't trade the news, so it's not really something that is that interesting for me, but many traders do trade news. So it's good to know that they do offer that. They reset accounts with a 10% discount. So that is okay. I think there's firms that do a better job on the resets, but that's something that is typical there. And then we go down here, and what is interesting is the guaranteed rewards. So what is pretty cool about FundedNext is that when you request a payout, if they don't pay you within 24 hours, they'll actually pay you $1,000 extra. And I was doing some research on this, and there were a few traders that mentioned that there was like some rare glitch that they didn't get their payout within 24 hours and they got an extra $1,000 added. So that is something that is very unique to FundedNext. They truly stand behind it, that they want to give the fastest payout in the industry. And the other really interesting thing that FundedNext offers is the 15% reward from challenge. So technically, if you do this right, and obviously there is some conditions to be met that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, if you met those conditions, you technically could get paid to be passing their challenge. And as far as I know, they are the only ones in the futures platform space that offer this. I don't personally know any other company that is offering a 15% performance reward from the challenge phase. So that is a very cool thing. Now, when we go down to the plans that they offer, again, I really love that it's so simple. You know, some of the prop firms, they're so complicated. They have so many different options to choose from, and you really kind of get lost in what to pick. And they make it simple. You they make three options for you. You have a $25,000 option, a $50,000 option, and a $100,000 option. And they also tell you that you could have up to $300,000 of funding with FundedNext. So what that means is that you could have as many as $50,000 accounts that you want, or you could mix and match them. You could have 25K, 50K, 100K, as long as your max allocation is 300K. So you could do whatever you want here. And they're currently running a promotion that is, for example, for a $50,000 account, there is a one-time fee of $199. Now, this is pretty comparable. So looking at this at first glance, you might think that the $199 is a high rate, but it's really not, because with Topstep, a 50K challenge is $49, but there is a $150 activation fee. And on top of that, that $50 is a monthly recurring fee during your challenge phase. So if the challenge takes you 2 months or 3 months, you're paying essentially $50 more per month. While at FundedNext, you're just paying that $199. There is no activation fee and there is no recurring monthly fee. So in my opinion, it's a really, really good deal. So on top of that, the 15% performance reward is $375. So you pay $199 for the challenge. Let's say you pass the challenge. Then once you take out 10% of the account size, so for example, on a 50K, a 10% will be $5,000 in payouts. You could then request this performance reward and get paid $375 for the challenge. So essentially, when you get funded and take out $5,000 payout on the 50K account, then you could actually request a $375 reward that would essentially pay you for the challenge phase, which is really, really cool. And the profit target is $2,500, and also the maximum loss limit is $2,500. Now, in a lot of the prop firms, the profit target is typically higher than the maximum loss limit. So it's also awesome that with FundedNext, your profit target on the 50K is the same as your maximum loss limit. Now, this is also the case for the $25,000 account, which is $1,250, and then the maximum loss limit is $1,250, but the 100K is different. The 100K, you have a $6,000 profit target with a $3,000 maximum loss limit. Now that is more like similar to a lot of the other prop firms, but the 25K and the 50K is pretty interesting that the profit target matches exactly the maximum loss limit. Then on top of that, you have your maximum position size, pretty typical, I would say, for the account sizes. So on the 50K, you get 3 minis or 30 micros. The consistently rule is 40%, which I think is pretty normal in my opinion. And the reset fee is a 10% discount. So if you were to fail the challenge on your next account, it looks like you're going to get a 10% discount from that $199 fee. And that is pretty much it. I mean, they make it very, very simple. They bring in some elements that are very unique to the industry. So I really appreciate that about them. So whenever there is a new company coming into the futures prop firm, it's great that they would take a little bit of a different approach to bring something unique to the industry. So yesterday when I was browsing through the FundedNext website, I actually got a little bit confused because they had the US listed as one of the ineligible countries. And initially I understood that because they come from the Forex space and there is some regulation issues with the Americans, but there shouldn't really be any issues in the futures space. So then I jumped on the chat support that they had, and at the time they had one of the AI chats that was helping me. And when I asked the AI chat, can US citizens sign up for a FundedNext Futures challenge, it responded that no, unfortunately, currently we are not accepting US citizens to sign up for our futures. So I was a little bit confused and I thought maybe there is some kind of a glitch. So I jumped on their Discord and I put that question, and somebody quickly, within like 1 minute, got back to me and said, oh no, that's a mistake. US citizens could definitely sign up for a FundedNext Futures. So that was nice to see that us Americans can sign up for the FundedNext Futures, and there really shouldn't be an issue because I don't know any prop firm that is banning Americans in the future space. But I was a little bit confused when I saw that, but it was also nice to see that they're so quick to get back to you. And if you have any questions, by going to the Discord, they are pretty helpful in getting back to you and answering your questions. So that is my first impressions of this brand new prop firm that is joining the heavily competitive prop firm industry in the futures market. And if you're interested in checking them out, definitely go ahead and click the link in the description. I'm going to put a direct link to them with the best deal that they're offering. And personally, I'm thinking about trying them out in the new future. They look very interesting, especially the fact that they are bringing something unique and they're not just a copy of every other prop firm that is already out there. So I definitely am interested in them. And if you're used to regular platforms like TradeAway, NinjaTrader, or TradingView, it's good to know that the FundedNext also works with those platforms as well. So you're going to be able to use those same ones as well. Now take this with a grain of salt. I've never taken a challenge yet with FundedNext and definitely haven't had a payout with them yet because they're brand new. So all of this is my first impressions. Do your own research, and if you are interested, go ahead and try them out as well. And in the comments, I'm definitely wondering what your thoughts are about it. Do you like what they're doing? Are you thinking about doing a challenge with them? And also, if you're interested in me doing a video about going through a FundedNext challenge as well. So if that's something that you would like, let me know in the comments as well. And I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have you on this journey with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.